What's up everyone, this is GundamLegacyExtreme, and I am here today to finally get to reviewing the Complete Selection Modification Kabuto Zecter. And yes, we're staring at a belt on a bucket. Before anyone starts screaming foul and going, "You're ripping off TJ!" If it's a good idea, you borrow it and you grow from it. At least that's how I'm looking at it. Anyway, we're going to start off with looking at the belt. Seeing as it has the least amount of detail, well, it has the least amount of things to do with it, besides this side right here, which I will get to in a moment. So, come on, bring it in closer for some details. You can see that it's painted really, really nicely. The black on here, and all the black on everything in the set, is a very nice matte black finish, which I think the toy version was a very plasticky, very shiny piano black plastic finish, so that's really nice. This, of course, going with how much you have to spend for this thing really does help make it look a lot more presentable, like it's a display piece rather than a toy. Got really nice gold paint detailing right here on the Kabuto Beetle part, which with the Complete Selection Modification Gatak belt coming out, on the Kabuto Zecter, for the Gatak's belt, it's a Kuwagata Beetle. So that's how you can tell the difference between the two. I really wish that this wasn't here. That way they could just sell the Kabuto Zecter as its own standalone thing, but whatever. Got these 4 green metallic paint marks right here. All this nice detail here. Even a little bit of detail in spots that you really wouldn't think they would do. Now, real quick, going on to the back of the buckle, you can see there are no release clasps for these pieces, which kind of bums me out a bit. Excuse me one second. There's some crud in there. Got a little serial number right here, which is very blurred out because my phone can't, my camera can't, oh, there we go. My camera can't focus on it because it's just too dark. You can see there's some really nice detailing in there too if my camera would just focus. Whatever. Can't really focus, but there's some really nice detail in here too. Then you get to the belt straps itself. Got the clock-up pad that does nothing. I'm not sure I don't remember exactly which side the clock-up pads are supposed to go. I think because this is where the Hyper Zecter goes in the end, this one doesn't do anything. The back buckle clasp, which is used just to hide all this. Going on over here to the clock-up pad that does function. I will get to that in a moment. And then back to the front. Get this back on here. And getting it all situated up. We now bring in the actual guts of the unit, which is the Kabuto Zecter. This thing is really, really nice. Now, I'm at a very awkward angle, so you'll excuse me if sometimes the thing is out of frame. I don't have a camera with a screen that can face me, so yeah. The Kabuto Zecter itself is done really good. The horn, all right here, which, yes, you can see some screw holes, which, I kind of wish that they put plastic here to cover that up. But, the whole horn is done in die-cast metal, which is really, really, really nice. I'm like 100% sure that on the original deluxe version, which, yes, in my unboxing video I did say Japanese version, my mistake. I'm pretty sure on the deluxe version it was plastic, but not here. This is all die-cast metal. It's all painted in a really, really delicious candy apple red metallic finish. Got some orange here for the eyes of the beetle. And then, of course, gold for the inner portion of the horn. Then the legs are all painted in silver, with the upper legs having the 1, 2, 3, bottom legs having nothing. And yeah, so let's get this thing on and show you the guts. On-off switches here, and like I said before, it's done a very nice matte finish. So turn it on, and you get the on lights right here. You can open this up for some wings and some thrusters if you look closely. And when you while it's in beetle mode, when you press the buttons, you get By the way, you can hit any of these buttons and it'll all cycle because they're all connected to the same sound voice box. That's that. Now, if you were to pull the horn up now, you would get... That sounds familiar. I'll get to that. So, now that we've pretty much gone over everything that this thing can do on its own as the Beetle, let's get to the henshin. Just place it right on here on the belt, and then slide it across the tracks. It will not move until... And now we are in Kamen Rider Kabuto armored form. And now, when you hit the 1, 2, 3 buttons again, you get... That's pretty much all the noise you get out of that. Until you pull the horn again. When you pull the horn, you get... Cast off! And it looks really nice. I love Kabuto's belt's always been one of my favorite belts, just because of everything that goes into the motions. This part flies open, extending the crystal here with all the lights and sounds, and just everything looks perfect. And for those who are aware, it is kind of a slight stronger homage with how all this looks, because Kabuto is somewhat of an homage to Stronger, in a sense, design-wise. But anyway, now that this is set, I can hit this button no matter what, but I wanted to wait till I got into the appropriate stage to hit the button. Over here you have one thing that the only way you could ever get it was up till now was to buy an adult modification third-party item. You hit this button and you get... Now, it doesn't last that long, which is a bit of a disappointment, because if I remember correctly, Clock Up was meant to last about 30 seconds, or it could have been a random number between 10 to 30 seconds, but Clock Up was supposed to last a lot longer than that in the series, so it is a little bit of a disappointment, but it is what it is. But of course, now getting to the main part of the belt is the finisher, and this is where something was added in that was not in the initial version of the toy. So now I'm going to hit the buttons. Close it up. You have the standby lights. Pull the horn back a bit. Get that charge up sound again. That kick. Whoops. Yeah. As you heard, that explosion, that kicking explosion, was not there in the original version of the toy. In the original deluxe version of the toy, it just stopped after the rider kick. But with that, that's pretty much it. That's all the toy does. I mean, another thing, you can just kind of hit the buttons. Like I said, they're all connected to the same voice bank, so you don't have to hit the buttons. You can hit them in 3, 1, 2. You can hit it 3, 3, 3, like you just saw me do. Rider kick. It's all the same. But with that, you just close this up again. And then with that, that's pretty much it. Now, I'm just going to get to something really quick. For those who have not watched Kabuto yet, but know that sound effect, but are like, that sound effect I've been hearing sounds familiar. By that sound effect, I mean this one. That's because... oh, my batteries are dying. There we go. Yeah, that's the sound of Gaia memories exiting the belt. Yeah, they reused that sound from the Kabuto Zecter for Gaia memories, which, it's Toei, they do have a large sound bank and they need to save money somehow, so I'm not complaining. It's a nice sound effect. But that's pretty much it. That's everything you get. Now, this thing retails normally... I completely forgot how much it retails for. Jump cut! Okay, unfortunately, I don't remember what it retails for, and I cannot find what it initially retails for. But this thing retails for a lot. I want to say it probably goes for like 25,000 yen, which yen to dollar exchange rate is like almost $200. I got it for about... well, you can't get it anymore because unfortunately it was a premium Bandai item and they no longer sell it on there, so you have to go through third-party sites. I got it for... I want to... if I remember... no, I don't... I remember what I got it for. I got it for about $140 shipped. Because the box was damaged and it was a used item, because if you look on the horn, it does kind of have a little bit of wear. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there, or if that's just wear from the original owner. But, yeah, I got it for about $140 shipped with EMS from Mandrake. That's not bad. If you can get it for around that price, it's actually pretty good. I am excited for the complete section modification Hyper Zecter. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting that through original release or if I have to go through third party. But yeah, so get it if you can. It's worth it. It looks really nice. This is the highest of high-end Kamen Rider items you can get. The complete selection line is the best if you want like full-on show accuracy for everything, and this is worth it. So, this is GundamLegacyExtreme, signing out, and I'll see you all next time, people. Peace.